Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and definitely rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David, who's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. To USA Shalom. And the title of this lesson, not really sure what I'm gonna name it. Uh, I guess something along the lines of no access unless you get the mark. All right, and pretty much I got this article right here, and I have another article I want to get to, but I'm gonna start off with this one. This is from naturalnews.com. It says Americans who refuse to sign up for voluntary government-issued digital ID may be denied health care services. So they're already, making it evident that certain things is going to be limited to you if you don't get this digital ID. Certain services, you know, and I mean, and we already know where this is going, where this is going to lead, what this is going to lead up to. Salakia, it's going to lead up to, um, you won't be able to pretty much operate within society unless you get this, digital ID, which this is all a prelude to the MOTB, right? The implantable C hip that's gonna go under your skin, right? But let me read a little bit of this, in this article. It says, before his term ends, President Joe Biden is planning to sign an executive order to speed up the nation's adoption of a standardized digital identification platform controlled by Washington, D.C. The digital ID system will require Americans to verify their identity and age in order to access certain public websites and services. This includes Obamacare and other government run healthcare plans that will only be available to Americans who agree to participate in with the digital ID program. So, uh, we know Jake. Uh, a lot of Jake can't afford healthcare, right? A lot of Jake is into the Medicare, the Obamacare, all these government-run services. So, who is this going to mainly affect? You tribes. We see Esau, you know, coming down with his plot, with his plan, right? The scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, and we're seeing what he's got up his sleeve. We know what he's got up his sleeve pursuant to the scriptures, right? The prophecies that has been laid out for us, uh, that we've been, that the Holy Spirit revealed unto us, right? By our apostles, our elders and bishops, right? That's been steadily pushing this truth. Before it was even mainstream. Before you heard people talking about this, right? So here at Great Millstone, once this thing rolls out, we're gonna have the ultimate "I told you so." We're gonna be, you know, constantly preaching that, man. We told you so. We told you so. We've been from the apostles, the elders and bishops. They've been telling y'all this for years, years. And this is now starting to come to fruition. Is manifesting, right? Because we're in the end times. We are in the end times, right? So be prepared for Esau to come down upon the whole world with great wrath, right? Pursuant to the book of Revelation, right? The devil has come down unto you having great wrath because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Because he understands that his time of rulership is coming to an end. So he's going to use drastic measures and use all his force and his military might to try to maintain rule and dominion over the earth. But as we know, uh, that's gonna be all in vain. You know, Yahweh Shai is a force, has power that Esau can't even imagine, can't even fathom. There's no way that they're gonna be able to even stand a chance against Yahweh Shai, right? But anyway, not to deviate too far out of topic, I'm gonna read a little bit more into this. It says, a nonprofit media outfit called Notice obtained a draft copy of Biden's executive order, which states that it is the policy of the executive branch to strongly encourage the use of digital identity documents. Right, and there's other, uh, programs out there. I can't remember. There was one that I looked up a couple of days ago. Can't remember the name of it, but pretty much it's like a world uh, ID system, digital ID system. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'll probably do a video on that, Lord willing, some other time. But if the spirit hops back on me, right? But essentially, you got the American government moving forward to issuing these, or mandating for people to get these digital IDs. We just saw everybody's social security, their information pretty much get hacked. So that right there is a problem. It's a problem that Esau is trying to push out there, right? As a reason for why we need to implement this uh, new system. The digital, going digital, having more security, right? And I was watching. What made me do this video was also uh, one of the brothers from GMS Watchmen. He ended up posting this video right here. It says, "Prepare to lose your job because they're gonna make biometrics and the MOTB mandatory." Right? And I was watching this video, and I just want to pause it right there. But he has an article right here. It says, biometrics on the left hand side. It says, biometrics in the workplace may be the way of the future, but at what cost? Right? So we're seeing not just the medical field or the government through the medical field, needing this. You're going to also require this just to work, to go to your job, right? So everything is intertwined. The whole fabric of society is going to be meshed together into this MOTB system, the B system, right? Now you already got uh, uh, C-hip scanners, in every store. The when you scan your card, you know, some people still swipe. Some people, they insert their card with a chip in it. But if you have a chip in your card, you can just, tap your card onto the screen or on the side, and automatically pays, right? But this is a way to program you into getting used to this, right? To when they roll this out, a lot of people are just going to take it because they're not, too keen or up to date of what's going on, especially pertaining to the scriptures, to prophecy, right? Your Americans, man, they're really stupid and dumbed down, you know, and especially Jake. The scriptures talk about how they're willingly ignorant, right? 2/3 of our people, they're willingly ignorant. They don't really care, you know. Here it is. We've been speaking for years about the end coming, but Jake makes there's no pressing, um, there's no urgency within a lot of Jakes to prepare themselves and get ready for this time that's about to happen, Jacob's trouble, right? And prepare themselves for the hour of temptation, that time of great testing. Jacob's gonna get caught off guard when all this comes to pass, and they're gonna gladly take this thing because you saw what happened with the with the vid, right? With the whole Venom. Jake went and took it because they're like, oh, I gotta work, I gotta put food on the table, I gotta feed my kids. That's gonna take a lot of you Jakes in the path of destruction, not willing to stand on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or what I mean to say is like not willing to stand up against this man's system as far as resisting his his pretty much what he has lined up. You know, the scripture talk about how my people are as sheep led to the slaughter, roughly paraphrasing. And we see in Jake, you know, they're being led straight to the slaughter, man. We out here warning them, letting them know that, hey, that way is going to lead you straight to death. That path is going to get you destroyed. But they're still like dumb animals, man, just continuously walking in that. And even worse than animals because they actually, you know, buck up against us. They'll fight us. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can continue living the way they're living. That's the reason why, you know, hey, if a nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. We ain't out here gonna beat this in their heads. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, but yeah, going back to this, it says biometrics in the workplace may be the way of the future, but at what cost, right? Biometrics, man. We're hearing a lot of talk about that. And again, just going back to this article, you know, hey, you're gonna be denied healthcare services if you don't get this. You see, government issued digital ID may be denied. Oh, Salakia. Let me read this whole thing. I read it from the middle, but it says Americans who refuse to sign up for voluntary government issued digital ID may be denied healthcare services. You see, so you're gonna get denied. You ain't gonna be able to go and pick up your medication from the store. And a lot of Jake got health problems, all kinds of problems, mental problems, health problems, heart problems. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because Jake be eating that abominable foods and all kinds of nasty shit. You know, not taking care of the diet, not working out. You know what I'm saying? Eating McDonald's and fucking French fries all goddamn day, potato chips. But that's besides the point. The fact is that you ain't gonna be able to continue to go to your doctor and get checkups and or none of that unless you get this MOT not Slovakia. Well, it's gonna lead up to the MOTB, but this digital ID again, which is going to lead up to the MOTB. But just to show you, this is the way we're heading. Digital. That's the way of the future. Right? Now, I brought this out before in a different video, but I figured I'd bring it out again since it's relevant. This is what is digital identity? Your guide to digital identity. It says a digital identity is a collection of information about a person that exists online. When the information is grouped together, it can provide a digital representation of an individual to help them access services. Services. You see what I'm saying? Any kind of service. And eventually it's gonna be to a point where you ain't gonna be able to call 911 or a ambulance, even call an ambulance without you having this thing or having a digital ID. You're going to need to show your biometrics. You gotta scan your face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When the paramedics come, they might deny you, you know, healthcare service or life saving procedures just because you don't got no digital ID. Now I'm not saying that's that will happen, but hey, it can, right? Now it says, and goods, Salaki, it says it can provide a digital representation of an individual to help them access services and goods once a business has verified the identity of the customer. As the world moved online more rapidly than ever before in the last years, Fraudsters have become more sophisticated, seeing these increased digital opportunities. Digital identity use has become more prevalent and more important, and so has digital identity verification. All right, let me read a little bit more. It says there are different ways to verify digital identity, ranging from document verification, biometric verification, and database checks. Once a user has verified their identity, this unlocks access to online services like banking. See, so banking, having access to your paycheck. Like I just showed you that brother's video, and also, brothers, check out that video. That's a good video. But it says banking, right? So you ain't gonna be able to access your bank accounts, right? Especially with people's social securities, uh, just out there. You know, hey, people's bank accounts is gonna start getting, pretty much wiped out. These hackers, they can hack into anything. You know what I'm saying? Things is getting these people are getting more and more sophisticated, and who's to say that it ain't uh uh um they ain't set up, like the government set them up to do this, or it ain't the government themselves doing this to cause this order out of chaos, right? But it says this unlocks access to online services like banking, investing, gaming, and travel. Right? Everybody likes gaming now. So and people are very what they call it, like tech heads. You know what I'm saying? They're into the newest tech, the newest things. They're going to easily get this. These gamers are addicted to gaming. They're going to easily get this. These women that love traveling, hey, they're going to easily get this. Oh, you ain't going to be able to go to Hawaii unless you get this. And that bitch is going to easily get it because they got to go and have a good time and go to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? All these things that affect Jake, you're going to be forced to get this thing. Well, like I said, first it's going to start with this, the digital identity. But then it's going to end up being the MOTB, to where uh uh you ain't going to operate. You ain't going to be able to do shit unless you get this thing, man. You're going to be X out of society, off grid, right? And just think about off grid. You ain't going to have no electricity, no water, no as far as like just going out to your bathroom and and opening up the sink, or having a fridge, all powered and working, watching TV, having lights. All that is going to be taken away. You ain't going to have none of that. And like the brother posted in his video, work. You ain't going to be able to go to work. You ain't going to be able to chase that bag. You ain't going to be able to make bread unless you take this thing, the MOTB, again, which is what it's going to lead up to. But it says people can identify themselves online by using different types of digital identity information. They can upload or take a picture of their official ID, or they can verify themselves with biometric scans such as facial recognition, fingerprints, or voice. They can also submit personal identifying information about themselves to be verified against database checks. So, just again, more security. This is in the name of security. This is why all these things are being rolled out, right? But let me get a precept. Let's get Isaiah 10 and verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Right. So if they're gonna make it to where you have to have this digital ID in order to have access to your insurance, to your medical insurance or whatever, right? That's an unrighteous decree. People need to go to the hospital. People need to uh, uh, be able to get their medicine. But you ain't gonna be able to do that unless you submit yourself into getting this digital ID. Now we're not saying that's the mark, but again, this is leading up to that, right? So if you're gonna submit to them, to you taking the MOTB, I mean, Salakia, for you to taking this um digital ID, you know, eventually it's gonna get even more. Again, this is just steps towards the MOTB. So once the MOTB comes out, you'll be like, oh, well, I'm already, in the system. I'm already in this. I'm already, in that. Might as well, get the C hip. And that's gonna be in a lot of people's minds. They ain't gonna think it's gonna be a bad thing. Because in a sense, it's gonna be too, I guess you could say, indoctrinated with Esau's methods, right? Now, let me get this, and I'm gonna close it off with, I think one more precept, and that'll be it. But this is Revelation 13 and verse um, 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond." Hold on, Salakia. Yeah. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So again, plain and simple, man. You ain't gonna be able to operate within society. You ain't gonna be able to bargain. You ain't gonna be able to buy. You ain't gonna be able to sell. You ain't gonna be able to do jack shit, because everything is gonna be digital. Finances, everything is gonna be digital. Your cash is gonna be worthless, right? Now you have people talking about gold and silver. Yeah, you can get that, but who knows if they'll even allow you to even sell that or use that, unless you got the MOTB, right? That's why it's very important. It's pivotal to submit yourself to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Jake, you gotta come in order. If you want to receive a protection in that time, you gotta come and submit yourself under the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Stop being too proud and arrogant, thinking you can do this on your own, thinking you're gonna be able to withstand in that day. It ain't called Jacob's trouble for no reason. All right. This town that we're coming into is directed. The Most High has orchestrated, has written down, has set up this stage to affect directly you tribes. Those who ain't down with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, those who reject the prophets, reject the word, reject him. You know what I'm saying? Those who reject him, most importantly, him and his son. And their names are Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah. Right? Now, let me get one more precept. Trying to think of it. You know what? I think I'll close it out. I'll close it out here. Yeah, I pretty much made my point. Hey, everything is gonna be ran through the beast system. So you ain't gonna have no access, no, um, yeah, pretty much no access unless you get the mark. Right? That's what it's coming to. That's what it's coming down to. All right. So, and again, if you take that thing, you essentially saying that, hey, Esau is your master. You submitted yourself to Esau, the devil, the so-called white man. You're saying that he's your master and he's your savior too at the same time, right? Because essentially he's gonna come with that MOTB as a form of salvation. You want to escape all these perils. You want to escape hunger. and death, hey, will submit to this, take this, you know. But anyway, enough rambling. I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing His word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah.